Hey everybody, and welcome back for some more fun times. My brother's in town, so I figured we would play some games. And since I still have Deliverance here, I decided that I would make him watch with me.
You know, when you said watch Deliverance, I had an entirely different thing in mind.
Oh, you were gonna... that was full stop, okay. I was kind of hoping you would continue, so I wouldn't have to explain the plot of Deliverance with Burt Reynolds and Warren Beatty.
No, I'm putting this one on you.
John Voight. I think John Voight was in that, wasn't he?
I'll be honest, man. I haven't seen Deliverance.
I haven't seen it in forever. So,
I remember feeling
in the early 15th century was a time the kings in activity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, King Sig...
You should have done the Henry Kissinger style voice.
It is the 15th century. The king of Hungary is being a dick.
Deer.
Deer. Fishless lake. More deer. What are those horses? It is a horse. Silver Scarlets, 1403.
I still oddly enjoy the scenery of this. It's weird.
In the cutscenes, it looks pretty good.
And in the main game,
Not
like
so much.
every other game. You want to know a game that somehow looks worse than this?
What's that?
It's Recon Wildlands.
Yeah, I'll believe that.
It's really strange. I get that it's a massive, massive world, but I'm moving the mic up now.
Lift your mic up.
Lift the mic up now.
Oh, for God's sake.
Does it have to sit right there?
Pretty much, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have a proper projection for your voice?
Oh, I have it. These mics just don't always pick it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Omnidirectional?
I'm not too sure. I've had problems with them in certain directions. So, I'm guessing not.
Well,
Mostly because omnidirectional mics are fucking expensive.
true, but you get what you pay for in that sense.
Maybe, but I
know,
don't
you're
have
too early in production.
$400 to drop on a mic.
That would be pretty steep.
Yeah.
I kind of was hoping for,
Golly gosh, it's grand to be a white person in the 1400s, not covered in pig shit.
I mean, that's actually wrong. It was pretty shitty to be anybody in the 1400s. It was just varying levels of shitty.
Not if you were on top. Then you got to throw shit on people. Quite literally. Like, seriously, the only person that should have even been close to identified as royalty was the king who rode through.
I kind of want to see you input a bunch of stuff from Monty Python and the Holy Grail into various parts of this game as you play through it and see how well you can make it line up. Like, replace every fight scene with Sir Lancelot charging a castle. Or every run sequence with him trying to run up to the castle. Anything you can possibly do, mostly with Sir Lancelot. I don't think Galahad has much to offer in this one. Because that was Castle Anthrax.
Something like
Was
that.
his thing. Sir Robin had the minstrels and the three-headed giant. Then Graham Chapman was King Arthur. But who played Graham Chapman was King Arthur. Who played his intellectual friend the night that was at the witch trial?
Shit. I don't remember.
I had to ask you, right?
Yeah, right.
It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you?
Have you been learning things?
I still...
It's expressly forbidden for the peasants.
This reminds me how much I miss Fable.
But don't worry, it wasn't that.
Well, supposedly we're going to get a new one soon. Hopefully.
Maybe. It could just be that same one that we got the beta for and then that got scrapped.
Scratches is for the king. You get full-on warts and cysts.
That can't be good for your vocal cords.
It is not.
I'm trying to picture who they did the face modeling after, because he looks familiar.
I don't know. I can tell you what his expression is. It's dull surprise.
Isn't that an oxymoron?
It's coined from Mystery Science Theater.
did you get
there we go.
up to last night?
All right. How do we want to respond to this?
With words.
Well, yeah, but I mean, do we want to? How do we want to say? What were we up to last night?
Put a bone in it.
I was with Bianca.
We were talking
Talking,
with my
were you?
pants.
That's what you call it, is it?
Stop it, Ma.
Well,
This is still not
I've
as
got a
awkward as
feeling
some of the
there's something
conversations
you're
your
not
mother and I.
telling me.
Did you put a baby in it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're supposed to do that, you know. That's what all time's about.
Parents
Women's
are-
is good for nothing else.
Parents are fantastically. I have no idea how to say it really. It's just like they don't give a fuck after a while.
Yeah.
Speech?
Okay.
You think he's teaching
Because that will probably get us out of the fighting, which is god awful in this.
Sword fighting, eh? Well, I can think of something you should be doing with your sword. Gets me drift.
So. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Oh, did I tell you that apparently Florida houses a number of different voice acting guilds?
No, I did not.
Yep. I was looking into it shortly after going to Comic-Con out in Hawaii.
What are you
Help me
doing?
here. Who's the voice actor for Soldier 76?
I don't know.
I'll have to look it up then.
I honestly don't. I like his voice actor though. He's cool.
He's done a number of other stuff. Let me look it up here. He and 3 other members of the Overwatch voice acting group were all together, and they had come out there for it, along with a few other.
Oh, you have you lazy bones, you gonna work right, eh? Oh, I'll smelt me swords down.
Frank Tedeschiore.
Yeah, okay.
I hope I'm saying that right. If not, I
Right,
apologize.
charcoal. Go fetch some at the market.
But he was out there with several other of the members, and after talking with him for a minute, I actually got really interested in trying out voice acting. Now, whether or not I've got a voice for it's an entirely another thing, because that takes like control and being able to
It takes
take on different accents.
it takes a lot to get into it. It's
one of those things. It's like regular acting. You kind of have to get lucky
yeah.
with a good role.
You've really got to commit. You got to bust your hump. If you want to hear stories about that, you can listen to some of the like Kyle A. Bear. I would hear talk about it every now and again.
I don't know who Kylo Bear is.
Kyle A. Bear is a voice. He was very prominently in Dragon Ball Z. He was
English
like the
or-
announcer.
Okay.
Yeah, Kyle A. Bear, the world-renowned Japanese voice actor.
Man, you don't know.
Yeah, I do because I've seen the guy. But he did like the voice of Krillin, Gohan, stuff like that.
Is it wrong that I picture? Well, I mentally hear the voices from Team 4-Star now more than I do the original voice acting.
No, they're actually pretty good friends with most of the people who do the voice work in Dragon Ball.
That's amazing.
Yeah. There was one where I want to say it was Lanny Pator met with the guy who voices Vegeta, Chris Sabat.
Awesome.
And met up with him, and they did a kind of a little VO sparring with him as Nappa and Sabat as Vegeta.
Nice.
Yeah, they did the over 9,000.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing me that video now. He
Yeah.
was at it was a convention of some sort, and they're like asking people from the audience or something like that.
Yes.
He somehow manages to get picked. So that's really cool. This asshole.
What you want, you little wanky, you?
I honestly thought that you were trolling me with something whenever you had me play this part here
Yeah.
and fight this douchebag.
Well, I needed another
It was-
opinion. I needed to know if I was just awful at this,
I
or
mean, you are awful at it.
I am. I will
You
fully
are-
admit I'm not great at these games.
The only 2 people I know worse at games overall than you sometimes is my wife, who can't do 2-stick movement and looking, and our little brother, because he's our little brother and so he sucks at everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually suck at everything, but we will say he sucks at everything because he's
For the
youngest.
point and purpose of this conversation, we will.
I mean, the fact that he's our little brother, we're basically, default saying this.
Right.
But yeah, you're really bad. I watch you play games and it's painful sometimes. Like, for people who have watched the old video, when we did Dark Souls 3
Yeah.
together, it was physically painful to watch you play.
I mean, look at that. I swung at him, and he instantly turned around.
Also, he has Kung Fu grip.
I put my name, you know, you little shit.
Have
blew
you
up.
tried changing directions on your right stick?
Yeah, like there.
Yeah.
And here.
You can't touch me there. Hey,
You are not great at this. Can't say anything, because I literally just got that same stupid, weird Kung Fu arm technique that he uses, because
Seriously, he uses the Matrix there. That is the most I've ever hit him in one go.
you hit him twice, and that's...
I've hit him like
3
4
times.
times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is about 5 times more than I managed to hit him. For those of you who haven't finished first grade yet, that is mathematically incorrect.
Yes, it does.
Unless I hit him negative times, which could make sense.
I was about to say, in this fight, it actually would make a little bit of
Let's
sense.
call it every auto move is minus 0.25 of a hit.
Yeah.
So in that case, I would have been negative 36,900. It was not pretty.
Damn
I was actually beaten to a pulp, which you are about to be.
I'm getting there.
Just grab a chicken and throw it at them. Those things are vicious. They'll cut your eyes out.
I mean, this really is an unfair fight, because every time I get close enough to him to actually land a hit, he used the fucking Matrix.
I mean, to be fair, there
It's
is
an
no
agent.
spoon. Kick his ass. Put the crap out of him, Jimmy. Seriously, fighting is not this hard in real life.
No.
And I've done that. Like, not actually pull out.
My god, I hit him. I move like they do.
You're one with Matrix, Neo. Mr. Anderson, please don't pick up.
I know Kung Fu.
No.
Oh god, and that, I
I'm
got
sorry.
my ass kicked in
I
Kung
shut up
Fu.
because I thought you had found a niche where doing stuff, and then you disappointed me.
Look, I was in his thing. I swung and sort of hit, and then he
This
just brings
is
his
just-
knee into me.
Oh my
I was
gosh,
guarding there.
This is painful. Pardon me, I apologize.
Come on.
This is just the worst.
Keep in mind, this is probably going to be most people's introduction to the combat in this game.
That's bad. Like, you are getting your ass handed to you by a dude who is basically half dead at this point.
He's the town drunkard.
Well, even beyond that, back in whatever time frame this is, people don't live long lives. So he is literally 1/2 to 3/4 of the way to the grave at this point.
You little son of a bitch, I'm actually 25. I'm an old man, you should respect me.
Talking about feeling like an old man. I woke up the other day and realized that I was going on 27.
I'm 31. Shut up.
Are you really 31?
Yes.
That doesn't math right. We're only 4 years apart. Wait, shit.
Tell me again how that doesn't math right.
Weird. I actually went to the old high school that I used to go to, and there's a guy there as a teacher now who was a grade ahead of me back in high school, and it was the weirdest damn thing.
Yeah, it sucks getting old, doesn't it?
I wouldn't say getting old itself sucks. I'd say the things that we
Damn
have
it.
to put up with as part of getting old. Like, when you're younger, they sell it on sex, beer, and staying up all night. And then when you get older, the 3 things that you most are likely to go without is,
Sex, beer, and staying up all night.
yeah, pretty much. It's like, you can stay up all night, but then you're going to have to go to work tomorrow. Then you got to take care of X, Y, and Z things. And so, yeah, either it's by hook or by crook. You tend to miss out on all these things that were fate for you as a kid.
Sure, then he called me a cunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like,
I'm not a cunt. This guy's a cunt.
that's kind of in character. This is over in Europe. It's like their S word over there, isn't it?
No, well, that's basically an S word in a lot of places, except for like Australia.
Are you kidding me?
No, they drop that like naturally with like friends.
Okay, I thought you were about to say that the C word is actually not meant to be said in Australia. I was like, I got an Australian preacher. Cool story, by the way.
Yeah.
So, I was out in Hawaii for a while. Went out to Inspire Church. Nice place.
Right.
A lot of music, trying to attract younger crowd, get kids involved and stuff. I get that. But
Yeah, you gotta
to
get the
church.
kids in there for priests.
Priests are Catholic, preachers are everything else, basically. But I would listen to the different, actual services and studies and stuff they would do with the Bible and the verses and things.
Right.
And they had a convention where they brought a bunch of different pastors from different churches that were all in the same community. One was this gentleman from Australia.
Yep.
Not only did he drop the C word half a dozen times during his sermon, but he also referred to people of color as black people.
Yeah, that's an
that's
Australianism.
It didn't
Just
anything
be
about
glad
it.
he
It's
didn't
just
call them the abos.
Actually,
It's heinously offensive.
now that you mention it, I don't know. I doubt it. If it's considered offensive over there, then probably not, because he's good about that. But it's cultures don't translate. So for us, it's oh, C word. What do we do with this?
Yeah, but he walks into the room. Oi, what's up, you fucking cunts?
Yeah, pretty much. His accent was wicked awesome, though.
Oh, no, you
I
ever get
really
somebody
enjoyed
who's
it.
legit Australian, their accent is so cool to listen to.
Mhm. It was really cool too, because he was a very dynamic sort of a person whenever he's doing his services. So it was neat. Great
Right.
message and all that stuff.
Ow!
But we had him. We had a gentleman from Mexico City, I believe, and then one from Brazil, then one that was from America. It was one of the other kids' sons,
Right.
but he was based out of Europe, and he had just started church out there. And then we had Pastor Mike, who was the one who there in Hawaii.
I've spent half this playthrough fighting this asshole.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. The combat is different. I really feel like they should have had you going to this sword fighting dude before ever getting here, because this is just awful.
Actually, I can technically, but
I mean, you can, but it's not the first thing that you're given, so it's not the first thing most people do.
plus you don't get to
Boom!
you don't get
You
to
defeat
keep your
him.
sword. I did,
That's impressive.
and he just needed me back.
I'm not gonna lie. It's really painful watching any fighting game after having gone through actual fighting stuff and training and things.
Well, you kind of got to make it fun for the character or for the player. So
I mean, fun for the player is all well and good, but this is not that.
no, it's not.
This is
This is fucking awful.
this is,
I mean, I'm sorry if you like this game and you're
Worst.
watching this. Ow, dickhead!
it's the worst parts of every MMA and wrestling.
Oh my god, I just
ever.
kicked him.
You've reached a new level in agility. So, you fight the town drunk 1,500 times, or once in the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you're gonna make some forward progress in this game.
Yeah, 5 hours later, I beat this guy.
But down in history as the longest fight that no one ever watched.
Andy fought that man through 4 miles of shit-infested waters.
How did you manage to combine 2 scenes from the Shawshank Redemption?
I'm just amazing like that.
That's something, I'll give you that. I will tell you this. It doesn't look great.
Oh, I beat him!
What?
Oh, I fucking beat him!
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah, fuck you!
What?
Fuck you, cunt!
That is bullshit.
Oi, you push me remaining teeth out me head.
I got my ass beat by
You,
this guy.
you win the fight.
Now I've got your axe, bitch.
You chop him in the head. Don't chop him in the head.
Oh, that's my map. Alright.
Are you gonna chop him in the head?
No, I can't. It's not a weapon.
Damn it.
I know.
Channel Cleveland for a second. Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Oh.
I'd say the most annoying thing that I've ever had to deal with at work.
Nope.
So eventually, it was found out that I did a Patrick Warburton impression.
Hey, Peter. Can I borrow your egg, Peter?
I want to say that was kind of good, but it was I don't know. It was weird. You faded in and out.
It's not super great. I've
But-
lost my ability to.
I had a buddy of mine. I played D&D with him and stuff, and I did the Patrick Warburton's voice for one of the NPCs. And ever since then, first thing he does when he sees it, "Hey, Vader," is super like the worst.
Why does he sound like John Wayne?
It sounded worse when he said it because he had an interesting thing where he had a Boston accent that was hidden until he got pissed drunk. And when he gets that drunk, he like had the full Boston accent, you know.
I gotta
Except
get
it
my
wasn't
car.
high-pitched. And so he's trying to do a southern accent, a Patrick Warburton voice, and then he's saying, "Hey, Vader," and it just sounded awful. And it made me never want to do a Patrick Warburton impersonation ever again. Like I'd see him just like, I don't really appreciate the way you talk to me like that. It pissed me off. I lost it there at the end.
Yeah, you just.
But
That's where most people tend to lose is when they have to trail off.
it's tricky. You have to be able to hold that same level with your voice when you trail off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the single most annoying thing. The most pleasant thing that I got to do. Fuck, you space through that one.
I did. Good health to you. How about you try and teleport through me? Jesus! Witch! Burn her! Burn the witch!
Oh my god.
Did I just...
You got lost in the bush, yes.
I almost ran up the bush.
Just now thought about what that sounds like.
Up and over! I will surmount this bush if it's an ash string I do.
Get poison ivy game. I hope you die.
They call me old itchy crotch for a reason, but not the one you think.
That reminds me, I'm kind of sad I didn't get to do more with that EV session that we did the other day. I was totally going to have your character have to like go to a healer over the course of the next session in order to fix whatever it was that was wrong with you. I haven't decided on what yet. But I really can't recognize who this guy is supposed to be. I want to say he's supposed to be a slightly more rounded Rory from Doctor Who, but it's just not there.
I don't know. I do know this.
You're gonna
He
get your
says
ass
he's
beat.
hungry a lot.
I mean, they probably were starving.
I'm hungry. I haven't put cheese in me mouth for days. Kinda wish I had food. Or money to buy food.
Are you gonna swing at him, or are you just gonna look at him?
You have to wait. You have to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So did I ever tell you the story about how god-awful Air Force basic training competitives are?
No?
We've been there for 6 weeks, and they send us to Police Week.
Okay.
It's basically it's simulated deployment setting, and one of the treats that you get is being able to do combatives, which equates to a half-hour class which teaches you a basic bitch jab, a even more
Like the one I'm
shitty-
sticking into this guy's cheek here?
Like you basically, yeah. And you teach that, you teach a cross, and then some retarded forward kick, and then a get up from the ground push and defend thing, which is wildly ineffective. Me and one other guy were the only people in my flight that had any experience with anything in that realm. He was like head and shoulders further along than me, but enough so that like we could speak on the same level to some degree.
Right.
And we're sitting there the whole time just laughing our butts off at this. Because they took a half hour to teach it to us. And then it was screw around and kind of master those techniques so that we could use them for later. It was really, really, really bad. But on the plus side, once it was all done, we got to beat the shit out of each other with judo sticks.
There you go.
Yay, wood.
I'm on top of me wood. Do my wood dance. Oh, damn it. Now I gotta get back on me wood.
You're really entertained by that joke, aren't you?
It's the 1400s. I'm an easily entertained peasant man.
Ha,
Quick,
called it.
Bianchi, look, I can teleport. Oh shit, I'm a witch. I gotta go burn myself.
Is this the part? Yep, this is the part.
Fellows, I'm a witch. People walk right through me. I make them disappear. Look, I teleport on the other side of the entrance and enter the game.
I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what
You really picked
Had
a
to.
bad
He had
game
to
to
have
bring
been
me in
the
on this.
king. Had to lure his
I'm glad you could be here
I'm
for this.
trying.
imprison him. He had to invade
It's
with
just
his
so
army of Tartars and
goddamn
besiege
hard.
Wittenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king?
All he has done is be nice to the people and just try and keep to himself.
Nein, you must go forth and subjugate the people. Make them understand what the power is.
Not go to their deeds even.
German counts, traitors.
Now even
This
the
is
Pope
just
will
awful.
go to your king.
I'm with you, man.
The Pope is not a German, not a true German.
Shit.
He's Italian. We let them in by chance and look at what they've done.
Has to bring order.
So, speaking of Germans and the Pope,
Oh,
not current, obviously, but
What do I
I got to listen to Robin Williams stand up from a while back,
oh yeah.
talking about the Pope, and it was when was it
I think he would have been
George?
John Paul II.
It might have been because it was the German Pope. He had been recently, set in position, I believe. He was talking about the.
Well, it might have been Benedict then.
Benedict sounds German.
I think it was. Well, the Pope before Pope Francis that we have right now was Pope Benedict.
Okay,
So
there we go.
it might have been him.
I apologize to all Catholics there. You probably know this shit and they're screaming at us by now. But we're not. So, so.
Protestant heathens talking about the Pope.
Yes, but Goodman Deutsch.
But anyway, it's really funny. The just Robin Williams going off on a freaking tangent about it. Went from the idea of a Latin American Pope doing samba
Yeah.
for his Benedictine, and then it was the idea is like let's really twist it up. Let's put a Nazi in as the Pope. Wait a minute.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fred.
This is where I decided not to go throw shit on some poor guy's house, and you were probably going to go throw shit on some guy's poor house.
Well, I don't know about that. We'll make that decision next time. So be sure and tune back in for some more fun times where there may or may not be poop throwing.
I'd rather torch it, to be honest.
He's not being held against his will. He's voluntarily here. He can leave whenever he wants.
Unless I don't want him to.
We'll see you back here next time, everybody. Laters.
We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on.
I can't pause this.
Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not
Do
gonna
we
take long.
really have to come back to this exact moment? I don't.
What's your poop, babe?